Aaron, what is our second main topic today?
Our second main topic comes to us from Merp and says, "Greetings, everyone. Last night, the highly anticipated trailer for Marvel's Moon Knight was released during halftime. Rams were crushing it, by the way.
They were.
I thought it was awesome. It has got me even more excited for the show, as the darker direction looks great. What did you all think of the trailer? Also, what do you think of the March 30th release date? Bring on the filthy. P.S. Ray and Rob, how do you think Moonfall will tie into all of this?"
That's the big question. It's like, how does
The ramifications.
By the way, did you see they during the football game they played a Moonfall?
Yes, I did. And I recorded it and I rewatched it over and over again.
That
was a real premiere right there.
That was the one. Forget Moon Knight. It's the new Moonfall one. So, okay, yes. Last night, the highly anticipated Moon Knight thing came. Now, if you guys didn't know, yesterday, we had Rob do a deep dive. And by the way, Rob's not here today because he's off working on another project connected to the John Campea Show, which hopefully we'll be able to tell you about very soon. Anyway, but don't worry, Rob will be back tomorrow. But Rob did a deep dive for people who don't know anything about Moon Knight going into all that. So I would highly recommend, if you want to know more about Moon Knight, some of the groundwork stuff, go back to yesterday's episode and go check that out. But again, we were all very excited about this new trailer that was going to drop. We got a little glimpse before, but we were looking to get some more stuff out of this. Now, I will tell you this. Let me get this out of the way. The one thing I didn't like about this promo, the one and only thing I didn't like about the promo, I even put up a tweet about it, was that we literally got, I put out a tweet that says, "Check out the world premiere trailer of Moon Knight, where you will see 1.5 seconds of Moon Knight." Because they literally gave us, we literally saw him in the costume for like 1.5 seconds. He turns to the camera and walks to the camera, and that's it. I think it was this shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This was the shot that we got. And it was like, okay, so whatever. So tune in for Moon Knight to get 1.5 seconds of Moon Knight. Whatever. That I was hoping to see more. I was hoping to see more of that in the trailer. They didn't give it. That's fine. So let's talk about the stuff they did give us. I thought the trailer was fantastic. I really did. I thought it was wonderful. And I love Oscar Isaac. Like, ever since you go back to Inside Llewyn Davis and stuff like that, and I loved him in Star Wars, and he's done a lot of different things. I really appreciate him a lot as an actor. And I bought into it right away. What is interesting, and Rob and I were texting about this last night, and Rob said it, and I'm sure he'll talk about it more tomorrow. But one of the things he said to me is like, it wasn't anything that I was expecting. He said, I was kind of wondering what kind of iteration of Moon Knight this would be, and it wasn't any of them. It was like a brand new iteration based on a bunch of the previous iterations. And I thought that is interesting. Mm-hmm. He says, not really based on any one of the iterations. It feels like a brand new iteration that's based on a number of the old iterations. And I asked him, I said, do you think that could be good? He said, oh, absolutely could be good. He goes, I'm still not sure how I feel about it because I was kind of looking for one thing or another out of it. But for me, I loved it. I think Ethan Hawke is going to crush this thing. Yeah. I loved his small little part on that. I'm like, okay, I'm in on this. Seeing the Egyptian god, like the big standing for him, and that looks like what he's beating the crap out of at the end. But it just, this whole notion of this guy who is never sure about when he's awake and when he's dreaming. Oh. He literally has to chain himself to his own bed. He constantly is jumping back and forth between what he's seeing and is never knowing whether it's real or he's in a dream. I mean, all this kind of, you add a psychological element to it like that. And I'm like, you got me. This is, I mean, it's nowhere near as different as Eternals was, but this is, again, a new kind of angle that we've not seen Marvel take on something before. Aaron, you had a chance to watch this thing on Moon Knight. I know you are one of the world's foremost authorities
Premier
on Moon Knight.
experts on Moon Knight.
But no,
I
really,
know everything. Yeah, I actually wrote the original comic book.
But honestly, as somebody who I think like a lot of people out there are not super familiar with Moon Knight, you watched that trailer with a pretty clean slate. What kind of impression did it make on you?
The slate was so clean, I actually had not even heard of Moon Knight before I watched the trailer this morning. Just giving you guys the real. Well, I will say this, John. If you make the mistake of inviting me to a screening of this film, I'm going to bring you home looking like you just exited the cage of an MMA match, because you know how I am.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Anything with, I was jumping and I'm a very, if you've never been to a movie with me, John will tell you, I'm a very interactive theater goer. And
No, I'm going to pause you right there. Okay. I'm going to pause you right there. Interactive is an understatement. The last one we saw was you and I were in Vegas and we saw an advanced screening of Shang-Chi.
Oh, yeah.
And even when it was just fun and cool stuff, and Michelle Yeoh is being all badass, she's like, look at this, look at this. She's like hitting me. But the worst was when I took her to see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Because, okay, look, for those of you who don't know, Ray, I think you might know this. Aaron has a mild case of arachnophobia.
All right.
Let's say a mild case of arachnophobia.
I think it's a past life thing. It's got to be. Like one of my ancestor, or my past life experience, I must have been swallowed alive by a giant. It's why I've never been to Australia. I've heard about.
Yeah.
I will never go to Australia.
So she's got a thing about spiders
because of the spiders.
She's got a thing about spiders, right? So I take her to see Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse because the movie's so great, and I forgot that in like one moment of the movie, there's a bright and colorful little animated spider that,
a monster in that is 70 feet tall with the eyes and the hairy legs and just, oh my God.
So we're watching this movie.
You should have watched it in 3D.
We should have watched it in 3D.
I would probably stroke out. I would stroke out. Yeah,
so
I would not be okay.
Let's not hope for that.
So the scene comes and the little spider shows up. and I remember thinking, in the split second I thought, oh, I wonder if Erin's going to be bothered by, before I could even finish the thought, claws are with one of her hands digging into my arm, the other hand of hers digging knuckles, hitting me and screeching while she's trying to cover her face, and like literally let out an audible screech. And yeah, so
I don't
Anna's
think
like, why
that
are
my
these
feet
bruises on your
touched
arm?
the floor of the theater.
No, they didn't.
Until like half an hour after the movie was over. And I was like, why did you tell me there was a spider in this? And you were like, it's called Spider-Man. What the fuck? What did you expect?
Yeah, I was a little taken aback, but that being said,
I do.
Moon Knight.
I am very expressive.
No spiders in Moon Knight.
No spiders in Moon Knight that we know of. That we know
yes.
of. So, and for all of you out there who always give me the spoilers of when a spider is, and say, hey, Aaron, shut your eyes at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I love you guys. You are doing the Lord's work. I promise you. Yeah, this had me jumping out of my seat. I was so excited. First of all, the Cinderella story of Kid Cudi's Day and Night. Can I tell you, Kid Cudi released that song in 2007 on his MySpace page. And for all of you who are old as fuck like I am, I remember I had a MySpace page. I remember when that song, I mean, it was, and so to have that jam now, like remixed from Marvel, like Kid Cudi, well done on you. But Oscar Isaac, good Juilliard kid. I say that as if I went to Juilliard. I did not. But Oscar Isaac, his performance is so brilliant. And the reason why I'm okay seeing more of Oscar Isaac than of Moon Knight is because the sheer terror on his face was so captivating that I went, oh my gosh, this is not a comic book movie. This is a thriller.
Yeah, that's exactly what came across.
This is a movie that will make you constantly question what we are seeing and wondering if we are seeing reality or a dream. And that moment where there's the voiceover and it just says, give yourself over to it. And he kind of just stands there and then all the bandages wrap around him.
Yeah.
I felt a physical and emotional release in that moment. And when an actor can make you as a viewer feel the physical, feel the emotions
right.
that character is feeling, that's incredible. And I know that everybody got, you were very upset whenever I said I did not like the Eternals trailer
I
because
didn't get upset.
because I
fine.
said, that I felt like I was getting superhero burnout. I realized it's not superhero burnout. It's just that show me something different. This is the way to give me a superhero trailer. Just show me a different story. I saw nuance and just new and exciting things in this trailer that it wasn't like other things that we've seen. I just thought it was absolutely riveting and exciting. And then when we finally did see that character, it was exciting. And oh wow, as someone who doesn't know the backstory, I felt like I want to watch this movie. This made me really want to go watch this movie and learn about it.
Series.
Sorry, the series, yes. Instead of just assuming that I already came to it with a wealth of knowledge about this.
The one thing that also I was kind of like, was March 30th. So it debuts on March 30th, and that's fine. I was really kind of hoping it would debut in February. I was really honestly hoping that we were going to see this spot and it would say debuting because I was hoping it would like pick up right after Book of Boba Fett is finished its run. So March 30th, that's fine. But Ray, you had a chance. Now I understand it's not Moonfall.
It's not Moonfall.
No one's expected to be as good as Moonfall. What did you think about the trailer? Did you like it?
I actually thought it was great. The tones of it or whatever I'm down with. I hope we get the brutality in Moon Knight.
It looked like we would.
That we should be getting from Boba.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to just switch that to this show now because Boba, which is on tonight.
Yes,
I don't know if it's ever going to give me.
You don't think
what
the
I
Vespa
wanted.
gang can bring the violence?
Now that they brought them in, now I see it less of a chance happening because they're
Right.
kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully I get confused with all the psychotic stuff that goes on. Like if you put
I think
like
it's
some
supposed
sort
to be
of-
confusing.
yeah, some mental stuff in there, I'm automatically confused. So, but what I saw look great. we'll see. Hopefully,
We will see. Question is for you guys. Did you have a chance to see the Moon Knight spot that they finally didn't show us a lot of Moon Knight, but they showed us a lot of good stuff? What did you guys feel about it? Whatever you're thinking, jump on down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.